All right, what's going on, everybody? Hope all is well. So this Saturday is UFC 311, and fantastic card from top to bottom. A lot of very intriguing matchups on here. So let's get into it. Kicking off the main card, we got Kevin Holland versus Renier Renitter. Kevin Holland, a very sharp and technical striker, underrated jiu-jitsu as well, and Renitter, very high level grappler, very slick jiu-jitsu, also excellent judoka. Now, as long as Kevin Holland stays away from the grappling of Renitter, I could see him getting his hand raised in this fight, because Renitter, like I said, really solid jiu-jitsu. In the previous fight, he submitted Gerald Mershaw, who's another high level black belt as well. But yeah, on the feet, Kevin Holland has a significant advantage, and in my opinion, as long as he keeps this fight standing, he should get the job done. Now, if he does decide to engage with Renitter on the ground, I could see him getting himself into some trouble. But we'll see what happens. But overall, I'm going with Kevin Holland on this one via TKO. And next up, we got Benil Dariush versus Hanato Moicano. Benil, another very high level grappler, and also is Moicano as well. He's another very good grappler in his own right. But on the feet, Moicano does have a significant advantage. With that being said, Benil could strike. I think Benil, he isn't the most like fluid striker, but when he connects, he hits hard, and he's willing to stand and trade. He's not one of those guys that get hit and then he'll start shooting from takedowns. He'll stand in the pocket and trade with you. But same as the previous fight, Moicano, in my opinion, he keeps his fight on the feet. He should get the job done. Benil Dariush, I mean, he has very slick grappling. Um, you could go back to his fight against Mateusz Gamrot. Gamrot took him down, and every time Gamrot would take Benil down, Benil would sweep him from the bottom. So in my opinion, Moicano, he should keep this fight on the feet, and I think he's gonna get the job done via TKO. Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if Moicano try to test the grappling of Benil. Yeah, that wouldn't be shocking. But we'll see what happens. But overall, I think Moicano gonna get the job done. All right, next up we got Yuri Prohashka versus Jamal Hill. All right, two very high level strikers, but both these gentlemen are very different in their approach to striking. Yuri, he's a very unorthodox, hits hard, as has knockout power, but he's a guy that he'll drop his hands, he'll dart in and out, he'll throw a lot of looping shots, very unorthodox striker. Very hard to like read, like pick up on his patterns because he's all over the place. And Jamal Hill, he's more fundamentally sound. He'll throw the jab, cross, mix in a few leg kicks in there, and he's another fighter with knockout power in his hands. So, in my opinion, this is gonna be a toss up. You know, it could go either way. I think this fight will come down to whoever connects first. Now, I understand that Yuri does leave himself open to be hit, but like I said, Yuri has knockout power as well, and when he connects, it could be trouble from Jamal Hill. But we'll see what happens. In this fight, I'm going with. You know what? I'm going with Proshka by TKO. I do not see this fight going the distance. All right. Next, in the co-main event for the UFC bantamweight title, we got Marab Willie versus Umar Nurmagomedov. Now, Marab, Marab. First of all, Marab, insane cardio, relentless with his takedown attempts, and just constantly putting pressure on his opponents until he literally smothers them and just breaks them down. With that being said, Umar Nurmagomedov is as complete of a fighter as you can get. I mean, this guy's good everywhere. He can strike, he can grapple. He knows how to transition from striking to grappling, and then from grappling to striking. I mean, he's just good everywhere, man. There's no holes in his game. He's 18-0 for a reason. And stylistically, I think this is a tough matchup for Marab. Now, Marab does have, in my opinion, Marab has a cardio advantage over Umar. I think Marab is going to look to push a very fast pace and pretty much look to outwork Umar. But Umar, I mean, his striking is laser beam accuracy. Yeah, I don't. I know Marab has his cardio and he can wrestle, but that's the thing. Even in the grappling department, I think Umar is a much better grappler than Marab. I give Marab the cardio factor. I think he has a much bigger gas tank, but you know he's gonna get cracked. You know, Umar is a sniper on the feet, and we have seen Marab get hurt numerous of times. In his fight against was it Marlon Moraes? I believe Marlon Moraes. He got hurt badly in that first round, but because he has such great cardio, he was able to recover and then rally back in that fight. I just don't think he's gonna be able to rally back if he doesn't get hurt by Umar Nurmagomedov. I think Umar is gonna get his job done. I think he submits him probably late in the fight, but I'm interested to see how this one plays out. I do believe it's gonna be a highly competitive fight, but I just see Marab just running into a brick wall in the form of Umar Nurmagomedov. Yeah, I'm going with Umar on this one. I think he gets the job done. And the main event, we got Islam Makhachev versus Arman Tsarukyan. Two very well-rounded fighters. I mean, both these gentlemen extremely well-rounded. There's no holes in their game. And we've seen both these gentlemen has improved tremendously since the last time they fought. In the first fight, I mean, Arman looked great in that fight. Even though he lost, it was a very competitive fight. A lot of high-level grappling between these two gentlemen, and I won't be surprised if we see more of that in this fight. Now, Arman, he did lose to Mateusz Gamrot, but Gamrot basically kind of outworked him. But the way Islam Makhachev has improved throughout the years, man, it's hard to go against Makhachev. I think Makhachev is in his prime right now, and Arman, I don't think Arman is in his prime, but he's close to it. But I think this is gonna be a highly competitive matchup, man. I mean, because the fact both these gentlemen are so well rounded. I mean, they're literally good everywhere. There's really no holes in their game. I'm going with Islam Makhachev. It's just hard to pick against Islam right now. I do believe he's in his prime. I mean, the way he head kicked Alexander Volkanovski was insane. But I do believe Arman is a future champion. Absolutely. Now, will he beat Islam Makhachev on Saturday night? I don't believe so, but he's definitely, without a shadow of doubt, is going to be a UFC champion down the road. Or who knows, he might pull off an upset against Islam Makhachev. That could happen. because of how talented this kid is, man. He's a beast. But overall, like I said, I'm going with Islam Makhachev on this one. I think this fight is gonna go the distance. I believe that there's gonna be a lot of high level grappling between these two, and also high level striking as well, because both these gentlemen can strike. I think overall it's just gonna be a very technical matchup, and I do believe Islam's gonna get the job done via decision. But overall, the main card is really solid. Really, really solid card. In terms of fight of the night, who I think is going to be not fight night? Who's going to get the performance of the night? If I had to pick one, it's either going to be between Benil Dariush and Inato Moicano and Yuri Prochazka and Jamal Hill. I'm going with Jamal. I'm going with Prochazka and Hill. I think that's gonna be a performance of the night. I think this fight is gonna be fireworks. And like I said, I don't see this fight going the distance at all. Somebody's gonna get finished. And let's see. The prelims looking good as well. Oh, Peyton. Oh, this kid is good. This kid is really, really good. Yeah, this guy is on the rise. Barcelos. Oh, he's facing a veteran in Barcelos. Yeah, but he has all the potential in the world. Definitely got future champion written all over him. Yeah, he's a minus 1300 for a reason. Jailton Almeida, Sergey Spivak. This should be a fun fight. Never saw them compete before. Oh, Grant Dawson versus Diego Ferreira. That should be interesting. Cause I mean, Diego Ferreira's grappling is solid. Dawson as well has some pretty good jiu-jitsu as well. Oh yeah, Diego Ferreira. Yo, every time I see this Diego Ferreira's name, it reminds me of his fight against Gregor Gillespie. In my opinion, hands down, that's one of the best fights in which high level grappling was on full display. I mean, his fight with Gregor Gillespie, I mean, just a high level grappling exchanges between those two gentlemen was very fun to watch. Very entertaining fight, which was primarily grappling heavy. I mean, they just jockey for the position back and forth. Very fun to watch. Now, in the end, Gregor Gillespie I believe they get the job done. But in terms of grappling, that fight was very entertaining to watch. Who else on the card? Yeah, I don't know the rest of the card. I don't know these other gentlemen and ladies on the card. Perez. Ain't this a chick that be twerking? I believe so. Yeah. Yeah, she's fun to watch. Oh man. But yeah. Like I said, overall, pretty solid card, man. Pretty solid card. Definitely looking forward to seeing how this one plays out. But yeah, that's my breakdown of the UFC 311 fight card. Until next time, you guys be safe and enjoy the fights. Peace.